Hello everyone, to my channel. Today we're doing reading for sign of Pisces, and keep in mind that this does not resonate for every Pisces. If you'd like a personal reading, it's going to be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that. First link in the description down below for a personal reading. Also find a bunch of other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. A bunch of things there on my Etsy shop in the description down below. You should definitely go check that out. Also find my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, Pisces, let's see what Spirit has in store for yourself. Okay. And the Four of Roses, views of the ego. Number 11, the Ark of the Covenant. Two of Forces with the Willow. Number 5 with Hilarion. Number 12 with the Scribe. Number 5, or the 5 of Keys, wishes fulfilled. Number 2, the Akashic Library. So going through the Akashic Library here, Pisces, connecting with the Master Hilarion. You're having some wishes being fulfilled. Alright, but let's read more about your cards here, because I don't really use this deck that often. It's not really mine. It's my mom's. Number 2. Inside a great library, candles cast glow upon the books in the tall shelves. A sage sits thoughtfully with an open book on his table and a quill pen in hand. Sometimes this card could indicate writing or publishing a book for you, but this card also symbolizes a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You have moved deeper into the Akashic records, into a higher self-awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you now have a better understanding of your old motives and new purposes. It is also a time of heightened intuition as well as greater self-creation. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your new records in the Akasha. To get started, write one simple declaration about the future you wish to create and repeat it to yourself often. Then decide one thing you can do to make it happen, and do it. Anything can happen now, the breadth of the landscape before. You rest solely on the scope of your imagination and your will to own it. Look at this. Pisces. You're moving into this Akashic Records here, and you're going to be able to write what happens next for you. You understand, by coming into that deeper awareness into it, you're going to be able to write what happens next. You're going to be like in control of your future here, to an extent. It says, as you close your eyes, envision yourself stepping into the most beautiful and serene of all ancient libraries. Imagine yourself taking a book from the shelf and opening to a page. Notice the first word that comes to you. What does it tell you? How does it feel? Remember to visit this mystical library often and tap into the expansive wisdom that is yours. Alright, and then we have number 5. Seen here with Spirit and the implements of study and scientific discovery, Hilarion is a powerful ascended master and a wonderful connection to the font of information that the Akashic Records hold. He is a master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So if you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in these areas now, it's time to start. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is always available to you. You're receiving this card upright is telling you that his assistance is close at hand. If you're working on a project that requires research, strong academic approach, and attention to detail, it's full steam ahead. It's time to open to this master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection and drawing conclusions from that discovery. These types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. These and similar activities should be on the rise for you now. This is the time to bring a logical approach to all your pursuits. Hilarion is right there with you, blessing you with help, clarity, and direction. It says, close your eyes and sense the Master Hilarion beside you. Feel the energy uplift in your vibration quicken. Notice a new mental energy of alertness and understanding. Your mind is open like a boundless sky, and everything becomes clear and bright. Bring that brightness to any issue in your life now that needs clarity. Alright, look at this. So Hilarion's going to be helping you with this here. It's going to be helping you doing the research here. It's going to be helping you lift your vibration. Alright? The stars are shining on a serene desert night. Fires burn before a number of white tents. Inside one of the tents, just beyond the open front flaps, rests the Ark of the Covenant, 2 men sitting by a crackling fire nearby. At the most mundane level, this card represents a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. It also can show successfully working with professionals such as brokers and lawyers. More often, it indicates that you are living true to your own karmic contract, facing your lessons of growth, working toward greater discoveries, and bringing your own unique contribution to the world. Your karma does not rule you, you rule it. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break with your covenant, it supports it. You understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. Some of the karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there is no urgency, need, or personal agenda in play. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama. Know that things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future lives. So continue to work with your highest purpose. To uphold the sacred covenant, you have to touch the world with your light. It says, close your eyes and imagine the Ark of the Covenant opening before you. Within it, you see the contract that contains your highest purpose. What is that purpose? Sense one word and one action, and you can take today to pursue it. Alright? So, that's interesting. The learned scribe writes at a high desk. Nearby are a number of other working scribes. In some ancient societies, scribes were simply copiers of holy texts, but in many, they were the most learned of men of their time, people well versed in law, scripture, philosophy, history, and more. This card indicates a great upsweep in mind and study for you. If there's any subject with which you would like to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. It's not just for the sake of study, although that's always a good thing to do. This period of higher mind and higher learning is nothing less. See, we keep talking about higher learning of the AKASHIC. Can be other things in your life, but this is the main thing here. This is what's truly important here, Pisces. Alright, higher mind, higher learning. There's nothing less than to change your life or change the world. Opportunity. Just as the Wright brothers began by studying the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up on the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You could also become a writer or teacher yourself at this time, evaluating and contributing to others. If you're involved in any legal matters, there is a person who can help you with this. Let your great vision guide you to him or her. This would be a time when you might find yourself writing proposals, grants, essays, blogs, articles, or books. Notice what compels you and be sure to answer the call. Think of an interest that you would like to pursue. With deep breath, feel your desire to make this discovery or expand in further. Find a book today that helps you open this door tomorrow. Forces, roses, and keys. Okay. Roses. 4 of roses. 3 people stand together before a full-length mirror. The man in the center gazes keenly at himself, and it seems his reflection is looking back with a superior air. He is the sole reflection to be seen in the mirror. This card shows that there may be a thoughtless, selfish person in your life, whether in love, friendship, family, or business relationship. This person is self-absorbed and makes plans only in terms of how they affect him or her. You may have lingered too long, repeatedly giving to this person, even though you haven't received much in return. You've tolerated this dismissiveness because you kept hoping things would get better, or perhaps you were too afraid to step away. You are called now to be aware this person is unlikely to change, and you may be delaying the inevitable. Take an honest look in your mirror and see how staying in this relationship affects your future. So if you dealt with this, whether this be friend, family, or whatever they are to you, let that go. It's bringing down your vibration. They're not going. They don't. Some people just don't change. It says, imagine yourself looking into a mirror, and all you see reflected there is the God within you. Take a moment to sense the truth. Let this part of you be reflected in everything you think and do. And every time you look into an actual mirror, see your divine self there. The willow. A big, beautiful willow tree stands in the summer sun. This stately, strong tree is flexible, and the card upright is telling you that you are too. The willow tree spreads its roots deep and wide, creating a strong foundation that is capable of standing up to anything. Now it's time for you to stand tall and feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. This card indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, in your spirit, and in the depth of your belief in yourself. Just like the willow, you have a peaceful strength drawn from the waters of your soul and extending through all eternity. Stand confidently in your truth. Take the actions that support the growth of all things wonderful in your life. Know that you are powerful. See, this is standing in your truth. You're standing in your own power here and continually growing. Alright. Take a deep breath and feel yourself plant energetic roots through the bottom of your feet, moving down to the very depths of the earth and tapping the resources you need. Notice the strength you feel rising up from this profound source of energy. Okay. The scene is a bright and full storeroom. A larder for sizable and successful estate. Inside are keys and coins, wines and spices. Also within the room are a number of baskets filled with the bounty of fruits, vegetables, breads, flours, sugars, and grains. Even the many windows look out at the expanse of your world. This card is a sign that the time has come for your wishes to be fulfilled and your dreams to be realized. Difficulties may have challenged you for a time, but even in these, victory is assured. There is an abundance of sweet nourishments and acquired lands coming. The keys to the castle are yours. Celebrate. It says, close your eyes and feel someone hand you a set of golden keys. One of them opens the most important door before you. Open the door and see what lies ahead, Pisces. Alright, so that's messages for you. So let's get some runes. So trust yourself. Okay. So we have Thoth, the Chinese zodiac sign of the monkey. Here we have this moth girl, which you're connecting to. The moth is connected to the moon. The moth is also spiritual initiation, transformation, awakening of psychic gifts and abilities. Alright, Pisces, we have things opening for you. And there's communication coming forward as well. So, that's all I have for you. Where'd that one go? And like I said, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop, go in there, go buy something. Really appreciate that. If you want to see more content, subscribe. Bye guys.